All right. Thank you, Kaiser, for redeeming. Oh my goodness. Wow. Video games genre tier list. All right. Oh boy. This is so okay. Racing. Put racing in B. I like racing. It's not one that I choose to play like on my own, but like if we're playing Mario Kart or something, it's really fun. I played a lot of Mario Kart when I was younger. Survival horror. Oop. Survival horror. Horror, no. See, it's just tough because I like survival, but I don't like horror. But survival horror, I want to put it in C. Although it depends because like Amnesia is survival horror, right? But like I've played like Until Dawn and like Alien Isolation is survival horror, or I guess thriller. You know, there is a separate survival. Yeah. Oh, survival horror again. Somebody, we're gonna put that at the bottom. Somebody really likes survival horror. I want to put it in C for now. See, it's very dependent. It's very dependent. I don't know why it's called dog nuts. There we go. There's some I like and there's some I don't. Metroidvania. I don't play a lot of Metroidvania games. Would Ori be considered like a Metroidvania game? That's where like there's like a map that you uncover and you kind of go back and forth. Is that a Metroidvania? I've never played a Metroid game. I'm sorry. But I've never played a Metroid game. Ori is a Metroidvania? Or okay. Some of these I've never considered like where exactly would I put it? Man, I might have to order these around as I put more in. Bullet Hell. Put in C. I like Vampire Survivors, which is kind of bullet hell, but like but there's some I don't. That's an iffy one either. I'm sorry. I mean, very wishy-washy here. Some I like very much love and some I very much hate. So there's going to be some that are like top and bottom, but some are like, no, there's some I like, there's some I don't. TPS. Third person shooter? Is it third person shooter? What's an example of a TPS? Never usually hear FPS. Like Mass Effect would be a third person shooter. I like those. I like shooters. Mass Effect, yeah. Like the gameplay part of third person shooter. I like them. It's not my favorite, but I do like them. Rhythm. I love rhythm games. I don't know if it's SSS. Love definitely S tier. Love rhythm games. DDR, Melmem. They're not all created equal. I don't like all of them. It's not a default. I'm gonna love it. But I love rhythm games. S tier. Board games. Like video game, digital board games, or just like board games. I love board games. I so rarely play them, but I love board games. A. JRPG. I mean, I'm gonna put JRPG in S tier because triple S tier. I have my triple S tier games, and it's not JRPGs. So JRPGs S tier. Obviously, that's mostly what we play is JRPGs. Sports games. I'm gonna put in D. Not a huge fan of sports games. I have played them. They're not my least favorite. They're not like, I don't never ever want to touch these games. But just not for me most of the time. MMORPGs, S tier. I love my MMOs. Is Guild Wars 2. Love my MMOs. Survival. Oh my god, I love survival. I love survival games. Love. S tier. S tier survival. Love. I've never played Helldivers 2. Some of these I'm like, what's the difference? Tactical RPG. Is that like tactics? Is that like Fire Emblem? Be like a tactics game? S tier. I need to play more of them. That's just like tactical RPG is like strategy. S tier. S tier strategy. Turn-based strategy. Am I putting all strategy up here? Strategy games are my triple S. Triangle strategy, turn-based strategy. Turn-based strategy, that's not like that. We'll see. Strategy is my triple S. I don't know if all we'll see if all strategies are considered equal. We'll put them all up here and then see, because I don't know like what's all on here. Quirky MMO? What's quirky MMO? Is that like WildStar? I don't know how to. There's MMO and then quirky MMO? Right, there's RTS. Yeah. Yeah, turn-based strategy would be like Baldur's Gate 3. In combat is turn-based strategy. Yes. Quirky MMO, something like stuff like social games, maybe? More, like Second Life. Oh, kind of like where it's not combat-based. I see. Social. Social games. Right. That's a way to interpret it. Yeah. Stealth, no. I'm not putting it in F. But it's down there with sports. I hate stealth. I'm too impatient for stealth. I say that, but then I like turn-based strategy, where you're just like being very patient and making decisions. No, I want to go on my schedule. I want to be patient on my schedule, not on other people's schedule. Stealth is being patient on the game's schedule. No, not interested. Hate stealth games. No, I don't. Peachy don't stealth. I hate stealth. Puzzle. We were just talking about this. I'm gonna put puzzle in A. But puzzle has the potential to frustrate me very quickly, but I do very much enjoy puzzles while I'm doing them. Puzzle's a weird one for me, but I'm putting it in A. I love solving puzzles. But I can get frustrated. Looter. I love looter shooters. S tier. I love me a looter shooter. I do. I never thought I'd be into shooter games, but man, the Bog and Peach era really told me that I love looter shooters. Oh my god. Now, that doesn't mean like a game like Borderlands is an S tier game for me. It depends on the game itself. Like, Borderlands, while very, very fun, and I very much enjoyed the looter shooter aspect of the game, the chaotic nature of the game was very tiring and not very enjoyable for me. But the looter shooter mechanic, I very much love. Dying Light is a looter shooter, and oh my god. Yeah, looter shooters, S tier, just not Borderlands. There are exceptions to all of them. Real-time 3D adventure. What do you mean by example? Real-time 3D adventure. Frito! Rip Frito and Captain Denmark. Exactly, Talus. Turn-based is slow because you're deliberate, not because you're waiting for the AI to let you do the thing. Exactly. I don't know what real-time 3D adventure. That could be a lot of things. I'm gonna put that at the bottom. I'm not sure what that means. Simulation. S tier, possibly triple S tier. Depends on the simulation, because that can be a lot of different things. S or triple S tier. I love simulation. Love, 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 love. That I think I should just put simulation up in triple S tier. Funny how it goes from S to triple S. I love simulation. I love it so much. RPG, just RPG. RPG A, JRPG S tier. JRPGs have a very distinct style. Are just an RPG? No, RPGs are S tier for me. Love RPGs. Like, RPGs is a very wide genre. So you have MMORPGs and JRPGs, and there's a lot of different things. Ooh, MOBA. I've played some MOBAs. I would put MOBA in B. Not my favorite genre, but the MOBAs I've played were really fun. I think back to what was the NCSoft one they tried to do? Oh, I just forgot what it was called. It had like Ritlock in it. It had like Guild Wars 2 characters in it. I've never played like League of Legends. MXM! Remember MXM? Yes. And I think I've played a couple others, but it never lasts. It's never like a game that I like, oh, I can't get enough of this, right? But while I'm playing it, I really enjoy it. Action RPG, love. S tier, action RPG. Kingdom Hearts is an action RPG. All the recent Final Fantasy games are action RPGs. Love it, S tier. Phone game. Don't you guys have phones? That's a very what ranking would I put playing a game on my phone? B. I don't prefer it, but it's fine. I'll play a phone game. I'll emulate it on my PC and play it that way. I don't play games on my phone, hardly ever. Unless it's like, you know, a Pokemon Go where I have to go out somewhere, or hopefully a Missing Link if it ever comes out. You know, then yeah, I'm having fun playing that game. But otherwise I don't play games on my phone. Yeah, phone game's a platform, not a genre. Yeah, exactly. Nikki, on your phone. Gotcha. I want to put it in F on principle. Gotcha is like its own style now, isn't it? Like, because gacha doesn't just mean like it has loot boxes, even though that is gacha. There's a very distinct style of gacha game, right? Genshin, Nikki, all the others. But it's also, but like I feel, but it's also just loot boxes. Like, just F for loot boxes. I love Infinity Nikki. That's like my obsession right now. But F for gacha. F for the business model. Some of these are on here twice. FPS is on there twice. FPS. It's like the looter shooter. Okay. I'm gonna put FPS in A, which is surprising because, like, again, until I started playing FPS games with Bog, I never thought that I would like FPS, but I actually really, really like FPS games. I mean, I have 400 hours on PUBG. I loved PUBG. I was obsessed with it. I was a PUBG partner. I played a lot of Overwatch. Overwatch was really like my introduction to FPSs and how much fun I could have with them personally. And I've played a lot. I've played Borderlands. I've played Dying Light. I've played a lot of FPS games, and I'm surprised how much I like them. So I love. It's not something that I'll specifically seek out if it's not a franchise that I already like. But if I happen to play it, I always end up falling in love with it. Oh, are they all on the list twice? Infinity Nikki F tier. Survival Sandbox. That's like Rust. Oh, I was obsessed with Rust. I love Survival Sandbox. Yes. I don't play a lot of them anymore. But like when I was so into Rust, I just played super casually. I wasn't any good at it, but I loved it. I loved it. I think Rust is still alive, yeah? I think I would load it up now and not even recognize it. I wouldn't even recognize it. It's changed so much over the years. Oh, Tower Defense, S tier. I love Tower Defense. I love Tower Defense so much. I don't play a ton of them. Pixel Junk Monsters. I would load that up and play that right now. I love it. I have to play 11-Bit Studios. A bunch of their very first games that they ever made were Tower Defense games. And I have them, but I haven't played them yet. I really need to load them up and play them. Ooh, thank you, AuroraPeachy. Ring of Elysium is a FPS. That's a PUBG. It doesn't exist anymore. Ring of Elysium was shut down. I'm sad. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not a thing anymore. Visual novel Telltale. Put that in B. I'm gonna put that in B. Phone game is not a game genre. Yeah, I like visual novels. I like all the Telltale style games. Life is Strange. Actually, would I put that in A? Actually, no, that's A. Yeah, no, definitely above these for sure. Yeah. Okay, I forgot about Life is Strange. I was just thinking of like the Telltale games. No, I love visual novels. Not S tier for me, but A tier. Battle Royale. I have to, I don't know if I would like Battle Royale outside of like PUBG and Ring of Elysium. I was so into those games, but like, I don't know if I would like other Battle Royale games. That's tough. As a genre, I'm no good at them. Compared to these other ones in the list, I would, It's so hard because I was so in love with PUBG and Ring of Elysium. And that's like what comes to my mind when I think Battle Royale. I have to put it in A. I have to put it in A because I was so in love with those games. Dream Daddy and DDLC for visual novels. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. South Sun Survival's a battle royale. I liked South Sun Survival. Bog and I played some Apex Legends. I did not like Apex Legends nearly as much as Bog did. That's where we kind of stopped playing them because we both were into PUBG for years. And then Ring of Elysium came out and we're like, let's try something different. Bog was not as into Ring of Elysium as I was. He wanted to go back to PUBG, which I was fine with because I love PUBG, but I was way more into Ring of Elysium. Like, I just wanted to play Ring of Elysium. I was like, this is so much better. Whereas he was not as into it. I had to like say like, can we play Ring of Elysium today? He's like, okay. And then when Apex Legends came out, he was super into Apex Legends and I was not very. He would be like, Apex Legends is the new hotness. Let's play it. And I'm like, you're right. Okay, we'll play it. Right. But I was never excited about playing Apex Legends personally. So with any of these, you know, there's exceptions. It can depend on the game. So Fall Guys is a battle royale too. A fighting game. I'm gonna put fighting game in C. Wow. My history with fighting games. Fighting games are like, man. Fighting games is like a loaded category for me. Because when I was a kid, I loved Killer Instinct. Like that was it. I loved Final Fight 2. Oh my god, I played Final Fight 2 a million times. I loved that game. And then um I dated someone for years who was obsessed with fighting games. That was his triple S tier, loved fighting games. And so just naturally, I was around them, I played them, and I was like, this is fun. And I found fun in them and enjoyed them. Never any good at them, but you know, I found my joy in them. But like I wouldn't choose to play a fighting game, but I do still find myself getting like excited over them. Like remember I freaked out when they announced Clive was in Tekken. That was a genuine like joy to see that. So but I wouldn't choose to play a fighting game nowadays. So C tier. Action adventure, love action adventure. A tier. S tier for certain games. I would I'm gonna put action adventure in S tier. Yeah, no, for sure. I never not like an action adventure game that I play. Yeah, okay. Definitely S tier for action adventure for sure. Open world, love open world. S tier for open world. Love it, love the exploration, love the freedom. Platformer. I'm putting platformer. Am I sending it to C? I'm putting it in C because I would much rather play any of these in B tier than a platformer. I do not. Platformers are fine, but I don't really like. I would not choose to play them. I don't enjoy them that much. Point and click. That's very game dependent. But as a genre, yeah, A tier. I love point and click game. This War of Mine is a point and click game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. But then there's other point and click games out there that I have no interest in. So that's a very, very dependent on the game. But as a genre, yeah, I'll point and click at things. I love it. Tell me a good story. Give me a good atmosphere. I love point and click. Action shooter. I feel like is that more like the Call of Duty games? Don't think this War of Mine really counts as a point and click. Point and click is usually more about adventure games like King's Quest. Right. The mechanics of this War of Mine is point and click. But I mean it is a strategy survival game. Point and click would more be about a narrative. That's true. Some of okay. I would maybe put that down in B then. Yeah, as a genre as opposed to like mechanics of a game. Yeah, you're right. Action shooter. See the distinction between like looter shooter and action shooter. Action shooter, would that be like Lara Croft? Where it's not really focused on the loot? B? Probably B. Why is this so hard? I'm thinking way too hard about this. I'm thinking harder about this than the D&D Monster Smash or Pass that we played earlier. Life Sim. The Sims. S tier. Life Sim. Absolutely. Absolutely. But see, do I put simulation? What simulation am I thinking of? See, simulation could be a farm game. Simulation is such a wide category. Life sim is also like The Sims. Obviously, smash or pass is easier. Oh, man. Lewis, hi, Lewis. Thank you for this tier list. We're not going to play any Nikki. Yeah, I guess. Life sim. That's just The Sims, right? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. RTS. Oh, God. Triple S. Oh, my God. I've been playing my entire life. RTS has been one of my favorite genres. Age of Empires and Rise of Nations and Age of Mythology, the original, and They Are Billions, and what's the Frostpunk and Frostpunk 2. Oh my God. RTS, my love. RTS, my love. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. My strategy brain. This makes me so happy. I want to play more Frostpunk 2. 4X Civ games. What? 4X. I know what civilization games are. 4X? What's 4X? Is that a thing? Now, I've never actually played a civilization game. But like, is City Builder on here, or did we repeat? I think we're repeating now. No, City Builder is, hold up. Here's City Builder, we didn't do that. Auto Battler, there are some. Walking Simulator, okay, party games, there are some new ones. Okay, we're starting to repeat though, I'm getting confused. Explore, Expand, Exterminate. Oh, Civ games. Explore, Expand, Exterminate, and something else. Oh, I've never heard of that. I have to put that in S tier because that's along the same lines of strategy. Yeah. Explore, expand, exploit, exterminate. Okay, yeah, S tier. S tier. Love it. City Builder, Automator. Is it really the same genre? Love it. Triple S. I love City Builders. Oh my God. I love City Builders. Automator, I wonder if that's kind of like resource management. I often say that's one of my favorite genres. It goes with that. Like SimCity. Yeah. Yeah. Triple S tier. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. We did that. We did that. Bullet Hell, Rhythm, board games, JRPG, sport, turn-based strategy, action RPG, mobile RPG. Puzzle, stealth, quirks, we did survival sandbox, tower defense, visual novel, battle royale, fighting. Idle game. So a game that you so Dark Road. A game that plays itself. C tier. They can definitely be super fun. I have played quite a few. But definitely not. It gives me my dopamine hit, but I feel dumb for playing it. Raid Shadow Legends. Yes, exactly. I played Summoner's War for a long time. Yeah, Dark Road. Oh my God. The hours that I let Dark Road idle play itself in the background of streams and just left my PC on all night so BlueStacks could auto run Dark Road and level for me. For what? It's so dumb. Multiplayer survival horror like Dead by Daylight. Oh, I loved Dead by Daylight. What game, what's in that genre besides Dead by Daylight? I loved Dead by Daylight when I played it. But as a genre, I would put it in B tier as a genre. I saw Humankind. That looked really good, Ren. Technically, Age of Empires also falls under the 4X. Yeah. Auto Battler, that's the same thing as a idle game, basically. Walking Simulator very much depends. Walking simulators usually have really good stories. I'm gonna put Walking Simulator in B. Yeah, Gone Home, like the Stanley Parable and the Beginner's Guide. Those are walking simulators, right? It was coined for Gone Home, really? Did I play Edith Finch? Yeah, Friday the 13th. That was a, that was the multiplayer survival horror. Those were super fun to play on Bog and Peach. Really, really loved those games. Yeah, Friday the 13th didn't last very long. I wasn't there like a lawsuit or something, like a copyright thing, and then they had to take it down? I don't think I played Edith Finch, no. But yeah, walking simulators usually have really good games. Yeah, I would put that in B. Party games. B. We always have fun together. Playing party games. The writer of the original Friday the 13th movie sued to get the rights to the whole franchise or some such. Yikes. Yikes. Survival horror, real-time 3D, phone game, roguelike! Yes. Yes, I love roguelites. Love them. Love them. I think the rest are repeats. I think the rest are repeats. Oh my gosh, there's so many games that I was reminded of now that I want to go play. So yes, yeah, and I would put these above the simulation. But yeah, there you go. Strategy simulation is Peachy's favorite games genre. Strategy and simulation. City building. Yes, makes my brain happy. And then all the RPGs and shooters like at the bottom, but still, yeah, survival. Gotta love survival too. So good, so fun. So many good genres. So Frostpunk, yeah. Frostpunk's my favorite game ever. Yes, which is why I want to play more Frostpunk 2. And they've done so many updates. They've done like quality of life updates and visual updates, UI updates, bug fixes. They've done a lot of updates to Frostpunk since I played it too. I really should just like start a brand new. I kind of screwed my city in my main story, so I really need to just like load it back up and start a brand new one. Ugh, this war of mine. Strategy survival. Love it. Love it. That's why I get so excited about 11-Bit Studios. The Alters is their next game. And they said that that's coming out later this year. Frostpunk 2 next Wednesday. That's right. Please have more Frostpunk 2 in this War of Mine stream. God, we have fun with Frostpunk, right? With like 10 the children to the mines. Yes. Yes. Oh my god, I just get lost in games like that, and games like Frostpunk, like the management aspect of it. Like when I just have like I gotta figure out like this endless list of balancing your resources and Sims is like that too. It's this constant like balancing your time, right, like let's get the most out of every day and the time that we have, right, and like this to-do list, that kind of management is by far like just makes my brain immensely happy, more than JRPGs, more than looter shooters, more than like we play so many JRPGs and RPGs in general. You would think that like that's my favorite game genre. Strategy management makes my brain so incredibly happy. Triple S. That is my triple S tier. S tier for the RPGs, for the characters and the stories. Even though you can still have characters and stories in the other genre, but you know, you're not gonna have, you know, I'm not writing Frostpunk fan fiction. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you very much, Kaiser. That was so fun. That was so fun. First play of Frostpunk made me sweat from thinking because I really felt bad for the small people and wanted them to live. There's no way for everyone to live in Frostpunk. Did you play Frostpunk 1 or 2? See, they're very different. Frostpunk 1, definitely start with Frostpunk 1. That's more of a traditional city builder strategy. Frostpunk 2 is way more involved. I would almost say Frostpunk 2 operates more of like a civilization game, not the expansion and stuff, but like, I don't know. It's on Frostpunk 2 is on another level. Frostpunk 2 is on it. Like I struggle as a someone who deeply enjoys strategy games like that. Frostpunk 2 was overwhelming to me. That was most of the feedback that they got when it launched was they were like, everybody's saying it's too complicated. But they have done a lot to improve that since it launched. So Frostpunk 2 is like a whole nother intelligence level. It's really involved. So Frostpunk 1, I can turn my brain off and play. That doesn't mean it's easy. I can just turn my brain off and play it because I like understand everything. Frostpunk 2, I gotta like critically think of what I'm doing because it's like really involved. Oh my god, Skipper just the door is only open so far, the door to my room, and Skipper wanted to get out, but Biscuit is laying in the doorway, and Skipper wanted out, so she just like out of the corner of my eye, I just see her whoop, she just like hopped over, like bunny hopped over Biscuit to get out. It was so funny. All right, I'm gonna go. Thank you all so very much for joining me today. I had a ton of fun. This was great just to have a chill day, tier lists, quizzes. Nikki, state of play. Tons of fun. Thank you all so much. Appreciate you. I'm going to send you all over to Mr. P for the after party. He's making breakfast for dinner. I don't know what that entails. Hopefully like pancakes or waffles. We'll see. We'll go see. I will see you over there. And I will see you on Friday. I'm going to take tomorrow off. But Friday and Saturday, I'll be back and we're going to play more Final Fantasy X-2. There are lots of videos on the second YouTube channel, youtube.com/AuroraPeachy Twitch, or at Peachy Plays on YouTube. And the main channel has been asleep for a while. But that's fine, because we stream 4 days a week, so it's fine. We've got a Guild Wars 2 update coming on March 11th. We got all kinds of good stuff. Friday is also Biscuit's birthday, so y'all better come by and wish him a happy birthday. I'll see you on Mr. P stream, everybody. Please take care of yourselves and have a wonderful night, and stay Stay healthy, y'all. Just do good things for yourself so we can keep on gaming and enjoying our geeky time together. So I love you, faces. I will talk to you in Discord. And thank you for everything today. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay peachy, and go with love, everybody.